One more time for Aiden, everybody. Holy shit, guys. I feel like I'm like emceeing a WWE wrestling match. Your next comedian, you know? All right, so I do have to address the elephants in the room. Who here saw me on America's Got Talent? Two people. Oh my God, guys. Sorry, man. I'm gonna have to I'm sorry, wrong show. America's Most Wanted. Always love to meet a fan, you know. Man. We got Easter coming up. Are we excited to see our family?
Yeah.
It hasn't happened yet. We can talk about it, all right? I love family get-togethering. I love family get-togethers, especially anytime my Uncle Big Rich comes around. Except this year, I guess we're going to have to change his nickname to Swingin' Dick. Ever since he hung himself. Don't worry, guys, he's not here. I made sure of it this time. One thing I'm not excited for this year is I bought my parents this new computer, and they're just not technologically savvy. They're the reason that I'm a firm believer that there needs to be Fisher-Price-style educational toys for the elderly. You know, like grandma's first self-checkouts. Hey, Mima, let's set up that Alexa, you know. Oh, good, Pop got a router, you know. I just would really enjoy having those Sundays back, right? My parents, they refer to their state quarter collection as their Bitcoin. Yeah, I don't think they know what Bitcoin is. If I'm being honest, I don't know what Bitcoin is either. I'm sure some white guy with no personality will tell me all about it after the show. But I'm pretty sure it's not $13 jammed into a map of the United States. Nah, it'd be cool to see my mom, though. She just actually had a surgery done where they replaced her esophagus with a piece of her small intestine. Yeah, so she used to talk shit. And now she eats it, I guess. Yes. Like Aiden said, I'm from Wisconsin, and I like to travel a lot doing comedy. I like to go up to the Upper Peninsula. It's beautiful up there. Yeah, we got a couple people from there. And, you know, you guys wouldn't know this, but, weed isn't really legal in Wisconsin. So, like everyone else, I have to cross the border to buy my weed, right? So, and it really makes you think, is marijuana addictive, or are just drug dealers that awful to work with? I'd rather drive an hour and a half than listen to a dude named Amos play Wonderwall for 15 minutes. But like I was saying, I was up there. I was behind this bar smoking a joint, and a cop car pulls up. And me, being the good Wisconsinite that I am, just threw it on the ground. I was stomping it out. I don't actually want to be on America's Most Wanted, right? Yeah, the cop gave me a ticket for littering. I guess he was mad I didn't share. I don't know. I am proud to announce that I have finally deleted my Tinder. Thank you. I've been with my girlfriend for 4 years. Thought it was about time. But when I was on there, Tinder's weird. When I was on there, it was just a bunch of fake profiles. They would say things like, I'm never on here, so add me on Snapchat. Gutter slut 420 69 69. Yeah, that's obviously fake, right?
Oh, God.
Some sort of scam, right? Or like a catfishing operation. Guys, I'm asking you. I'm genuinely curious. I think that I am in love with Gutter Slut, okay? All right?
Come on, help a brother out.
I was fortunate when I was on there. I did get to match with somebody, so of course I sent her a dick pic. You know, as one does. But I used my niece's Barbie as a size comparison. Yeah, don't do that. Because she immediately texted me back, "Oh, I get it, shrimp on the Barbie." Yeah, I've been with her for 4 years now, guys.
Bravo.
What I'm trying to say though is that dating is hard. You know, like back in the day, you used to just marry the first person you saw so you could build an army of ranch hands, right? And I think the church is trying to go back to that, and that's why they created promise rings, which are essentially cattle tags. In like the weirdest form of dibs I've ever seen. Also, in today's sex-forward culture, what's the promise? Only butt stuff? Like, how is this a thing that Christian girls believe? That God's up there just like, all right now, no premarital sex. But if you have an urge, you do got a butt. Until he looks over at the gay guy, except for you. No poop hole loophole for you, sir. I think the church should do away with like the abstinence rules and just like have their own brand of condoms. You know, you could call them the Lord's protection. That's fun. On the side of the condom, you could have written, "He has risen." Happy Easter, folks. I usually don't do this part. You guys want to hear the really dirty part of that joke?
Yeah.
All right.
Finish it off now.
So, most importantly, you know what it's like to have God in the room with you. Because as the book of Matthew says, if just two come in my name, I will be present. Yeah, that's a real Bible quote, guys. Despite all the... Are you all right, sir? Do you need help? All right.
He's beyond.
So, despite all the filth I've been saying tonight, guys, I was prom king of my high school. Thank you. I do prefer bows, but that's cool. No, it wasn't that cool. I grew up in a very small, rural farming community. So, like, it was down to me and a pig. And guys, it was close. And when you grow up like that, art isn't really valued. I once drew this picture for my mom, and she told me to quit being gay and get back out in the field. Now, in her defense, it was a picture of me blowing James Vanderbeek. So what are you gonna do? It was hard growing up there. Like, you try being a fat, bisexual Midwest kid, growing up in a town where the only place you can buy food is a gas station that closes when the owner feels the old shakes coming on. So he has to close her down so he can get down to the bar and have a couple pops, you know? Although, you know, it was probably for the best, because that dude would just watch me pound hot dogs like you wouldn't believe. But, you know, I can't say it was all bad. This one time, me and my friends, we found this half-buried thong down by the river. And instead of, like, leaving it alone, we decided to take turns wearing it and showing it off to each other. Yeah, boys will be boys, right? And look, I know I should have put it back so some other kids could have this. I don't know, magical experience? But I decided to keep it because the level of confidence it gave me could never match that. Like, I wore it to prom, guys. I'm pretty sure it's why I beat the pig, you know? Plus, match my dates, you know? Twinsies. But my girlfriend found it recently and she thought I was cheating on her. So I had to explain, no, babe. It's from when I was a little boy. Yes, I too now know that that was the wrong answer. When you grow up in a small town like that, you tend to grow up poor. Like, I once broke my arm just because the hospital had free cable. Do we not know that level of poor in this room? When my mom dies, the only thing I'm going to inherit is her Costco membership. You guys see where I'm going? Guys, I used to walk to the park to take a dump because the toilet paper was nicer. Do you understand me? The biggest piece of evidence, though, to how poor we were was my grandma used to buy all of our Christmas gifts with Marlboro Miles. Yeah. You used to be able to trade in your packs of cigarettes for outdoor adventuring gear. And I'm just glad to know that she killed herself so me and my cousin could beat the shit out of each other with cast iron skillets. My grandma, she was a cool lady. She used to bring us to the pool all the time when we were kids, but she would like never go in with us. She would just park next to it and just chain smoke cigarettes the entire time. All while reading these steamy romance novels and sucking down an entire tank of oxygen. It's crazy. Although, I don't know how much reading she got done, since she spent that entire time just screaming at us. You know, she'd be like, Trevor, stop splashing your cousin. Trevor, stop pretending like you're drowning so the lifeguard has to save you. Yeah, that one's real. My grandma told a lifeguard that I was faking it. Way to cock block me again, Grandma. So that was my mom's mom. My dad's mom was a little different. I remember the first time I met her, I was like 10, and it was Christmas. And it was like that time when Pokemon cards were all the rage back in the 90s. Do you remember that? Yeah. You know, when every 10-year-old on the playground was a drug dealer, you know? Like, I was promised Pokemon cards, and if I didn't get it, Grandma was getting stabbed, that kind of thing, you know? But so, you should have seen my surprise when I opened my present, and it was Pokemon flashcards. Can't wait to beat my friend's Charizard with my 4x4 Blastoise. Solve the equation to win, you know? And I'll be honest, I was a spoiled brat about it, you know, but every year ever since, I was very grateful. But I think that's like the grandparent cheat code, you know, of like shitty gifts. Like, you have to be like, oh, thanks, Grandma. I really love this sterling silver cross necklace. Thanks for jump-starting my goth phase. Oh, cool, a stocking filled with deodorant. We get it, I'm 10, I smell, I know. I'm always nervous about this one, this is new. Let's do a temperature check on this. How do we feel about the change of Gulf of Mexico to Gulf of America? All right, no, that's good, that's good. I feel the same way.
You say what you think about that.
Yeah, you got it, sir. Doing my job up here. My thing with that is, when does it stop? Like, is he going to like name Mexico Stink Town next, you know?
2-year-old.
Is he going to drop the C on Panama Canal? Pretty sure that's his Pornhub search term, you know? If you couldn't tell, I'm a bit of a nerd. Do we have any other nerds here tonight? Nerds? Got some virgins. Love to see it. That's cool. That's cool. I became a nerd in high school because my teacher tricked me into reading Lord of the Rings. Because she said I reminded her of Gollum. I guess I was her precious. I don't know. I am grateful because that did turn into my love of Dungeons and Dragons. Yeah, but then I started LARPing. Yeah, that stands for live action role play. You know, it's the people, they wear the elf ears, they fight with the swords. It's essentially D&D for nerds who can afford their insulin, right?
Dressing up and boning, right?
I had to quit playing it though, guys. Because I ended up shitting my costume from taking too much Adderall. Is that not relatable? I'm sorry, guys. I forget we're in Minneapolis. Let me rephrase that. I shit my pants from taking too much meth. Guys, it doesn't matter where I am. That joke hits. It's a pandemic. It's an epidemic out there. Seriously. I'm sure it comes as no surprise, but I am a survivor of IBS. And if you've never had the pleasure, it's like my mouth writes checks that my ass can't cash. Guys, it's gotten to the point now where I'll walk into the bathroom and I'll see that my kid forgot to flush. And I can't even be mad because I'm just jealous of how healthy his stool looks. Speaking of kids, we just moved into like a nice neighborhood, and we have these like 20-year-olds next door who party all the time. And I just want to invite them over to party with me. I know they've never partied with a 36-year-old man before. You know? Like, we party, guys. Like, we play Twister. It's just us drinking and watching the movie Twister. Shots, we do a lot of shots of Ozempic. It's actually my favorite game, you know, pin the needle in the gut, you know? Yeah. I just had actually, I'm gonna do this part. So, I have some merch that I'm selling after the show, guys. I have these stickers for sale. It's the Prom Pig and Grandma on Christmas. They are pay whatever you want. Or if you follow me on social media, you can get them for free. But because you're such a good laugher, man, these are for you.
Oh, thank you.
Now, you do owe me $5 after the show. I also have this shirt for sale. It's James Vanderbeek is my hall pass. Those are $20. But I'm about to get out of here. I just got one thing for you. So, I come from a mostly white family. But I do have a Hispanic dad. His name is Miguel Rodriguez, and he left when I was born because I was too white. Honestly, I can't say I blame him. If you're expecting Pedro and you get Napoleon Dynamite,
That's good.
something's not adding up in that equation, guys. And with him gone, you know, I had all these questions like, what part of Mexico am I from? How Hispanic am I? So I got one of those DNA tests. And guys, turns out, not at all. Yeah, guys, not even a little bit. You want to know what's really messed up about that, though? I put Latino on a lot of job applications. All right, that's it for me on the Trevor Plummer. Thanks so much.